right now the scene, a lot of the vibe has died. I'm comparing this to the 90s where everybody was hands in the air, kichu, dancing, facing the DJ console. But now a lot of the customers that come, they have a different agenda.
A lot of the action happens on their phone.
Exactly. You dress up nice, you look amazing, so that you can look good on a video, and you totally miss out the entire environment that you're in. I think that's something that is very prominent right now.
But if you think about it, right, if I were a club owner, right, I will open a club where everybody can take Insta story or whatever, right? But then there will be this particular room, right, where I will just like, everybody must full body check, cannot bring camera in, and then you just go in and just be yourself. Nobody will know what's happening inside there, nobody can story, you know, maybe invites only. Somebody give me 10% man from this idea. You know, a lot of people always say that, oh my god, you start DJing, you know, so long ago, wow, DJing 15 years must be 老教. I'm like, actually 15 years now not considered 老教 already. DJing has matured as a craft, right? Macam like rock and roll, right? You know, like AC/DC, all these like 70 years old people, then they are considered like rock legends, right? But DJing is such a young craft, right? Yeah. That you 40 or 30, you consider 老教 already. But now it's not the case, you know, because now we know like Carl Cox 61 or whatever, right? Yeah. So I think your story is like probably way back in the day. Did you start out as a DJ? Or did you not start out as a DJ? By the way, help yourself.
1996, after I finished my O levels, I was playing drums, and then I played piano for like 5-6 years. Before that, I hated piano. Always classical songs, no pop songs. So I was very jaded. Then I decided to get a set of drums. Then from drums, I got bored again because I didn't have a band to play with. Always play like, you know, like U2 CD or play like Radiohead CD, then play the drum beats to that. Then after that, after I finished my O levels, went to this shop at Hiran called Audio Spots, owned by this guy called Andre. And I got my first Denon 1800 twin deck CDJs. Then after that, I play at home. Very fun, you know, but nobody play with me, just stay at home, fiddle around. Then I went back to the shop, and then there was this guy called Sunny. He was playing turntables there. He happened to become the Electro Sun DJ at Zouk, DJ Sunny.
Oh, yeah.
The ball one, yeah, he was there. So he taught me the basics of turntable.
1990s,
96, 95, 96, 97, around there.
Wow.
Then after that, I just practiced at home now. That time was, we are a little bit old enough that the parents will allow us to drink alcohol, so I had like house party, then I just practice.
But it's like vinyl.
Vinyl. Then after that, J1, J2, a lot of parties
Yeah.
I partied so hard. And did all the, like, you know, we used to take 2 hi-fi sets and then fade in, fade out, play retro. Because we didn't have the J1. Yeah, then after that, party so hard, I stayed back 1 year. So, then very chalat. Then,
I remember back in the day, you record your own handphone ringtone. You put inside the radio.
Yes,
and
we
then
play Snake.
Play Snake.
Play Snake. Then after that, you know, the StarTech X. Oh, wow, them slick. Then the Motorola, the silver one was the chrome one was like the in thing. You know.
I bet like 50% of our audience don't know what the hell we are saying.
No, yeah lor. I think this one is like
predates the turntable.
Yeah lor, predates the turntable.
Yeah.
Then went to JC, finished, then went army. Then I still DJed a lot because army boys after party, I always go, you know, to Zouk to see all the Brandon P, Eldrin.
They already got Zouk already, man.
Then after that, Mambo was huge as well.
Yeah.
And then that's where I got into, like, you know, really the scene lah. You know, everybody would be at members. Everybody wanted to be at members. You know, be seen drinking and then chit chatting.
Yeah.
But I was not very, like, I prefer to become like more introvert-ish. Like when it come to like big spaces and all that, I was like, and I prefer the music, so I was always into the music, enjoying the music, seeing how the DJ play, because the members bar, you can look down, is the console, you see how they play. So I was very fascinated with that. Then after that, all my friends all drinking kakis we drink a lot every weekend. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Drink.
Zouk is like the home ground.
Zouk at Lao Ti Fang.
Yeah.
So always wine bar, then after that Zouk. On Wednesdays, we queue up at 6 o'clock to get the mumbo chop. Or 7 o'clock on the mumbo chop. Then after that, we will go and eat. Some of our friends will usually drink at the bridge. Then after that, go and buy 7-Eleven alcohol and then go in.
Crazy.
Yeah. So then after that, went overseas, Australia to study. And then I continued DJing there because Australia got a lot of vinyl. See, that time Singapore don't have a lot of vinyl shops. They only had Tower Records, maybe Valentine Music. So then after that, I went to Australia, Rhythm and Soul Central Station. I was based in Melbourne, studied in Melbourne. So I studied there, and then after that, I played a lot of vinyl. I played a lot of house. I played a lot of hip hop. I didn't like hip hop then, but the hip hop gigs got me enough cash to buy my trance and house vinyls. Yeah, lor. So I have to buy one and it was like $15-16 a piece to $20.
Right.
So my allowance was only like 800. I will spend at least like 700, 600, then the rest of it on Indomie for the rest of the month.
Back in the day, also got Indomie already.
Yeah. And we buy by the box one.
Yeah. Cheaper. Bulk buy.
Yeah. Then we went to a lot of gigs. I met a lot of DJs there. And then they taught me. Then I joined DJ competition there. I think it's called Future DJ. It was inter-varsity one. RMIT, then don't know all the other schools.
This is Australia's version. Future DJ.
Yeah, Future DJ. Because they were run by two very big event companies. I think one is called Universal, the other one is called Future Entertainment.
Alright.
Yeah, so then after that, came in second. Then after that, got to play in quite a lot more places lah. Yeah, so the scene there was very interesting. That Raves, they had, Cryle Castle is a castle rave.
Wow.
So you drive 2 hours out to Ballarat, and then it's a medieval castle with a big front, the courtyard, right? The front yard is huge. Then you have the main act. Then after that, they have about like 10 different rooms or 8 different rooms, all different genres, drum and bass. Not trap, it was like hip hop, drum and bass, techno, and a lot. So it was really eye-opener because I was quite close with one of the DJs.
The castle, is it like a tourist attraction or a club?
No, it's a tourist attraction that turned into a festival ground.
Yeah. So the festival is like what, once a year?
Yeah. Cryle Castle, you can check it out. Yeah. Then I played, I didn't go Great Oceans Road, I didn't go Grampians, I didn't have any holiday. So whenever I had any off, I was just DJing at the bar. So then I earn a bit of $50, $80 to buy extra food, buy vinyl, and then, just survive lor. My life there very monotonous lah. Like that only. So then when I came back to Singapore, go into the scene, some of my friends opened bars, and then after that I started just DJing, doing gigs, getting into the local scene. A lot of DJs are really, really friendly. Actually, a bit like me, like friendly, but we talk about music, we're all like very passionate. But then when you want to talk to people, I'm a bit awkward. Like don't know how to like kinda stuck like that. Yeah. But when it comes to music, we can all talk. Yeah. DJ KFC, all that, Josh P, all that. Yeah.
But when you first start out, right, did you ever think that you would be paid doing this full time? Or
no, I'm not full time. I'm part time.
But you were never full time, right?
I think every day is a blessing for me to be able to be paid to play what I like. To play what I don't like, I still get to play. A certain genre that I'm not very interested in, but it's always an adventure for me because I learn new things. I'm open to all sorts of music. Last time I was a trance head. I only listen to trance. But now I listen. Australia opened my eyes. R&B, hip hop, drum and bass. And then after that, it's just so much to learn. And then the way people play is just very, very interesting. And so it's very, it's very rewarding to talk to people and see their kind of like input on that kind of genre or how they think about music, what it means to them. And then it resonates with you see. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but you always have this new point of view with things.
It's very similar to this podcast, like everybody that is, even our country is so small, right? But oftentimes we only always stick to our own friend group. In music, it's like we only stuck to our genre. And then we always think that, our friend group or our genre is the best and everybody else is lousy. But then when you actually get to speak to them one-on-one, right? Like I have with many of our guests. I'm also like used to be like you, right? Then I'm always like locked in my room producing music, doing turntablism and all that kind of thing. But because of this podcast, I start to talk to a lot of people and see life in their perspective, right? And then when something bad happens, right, I don't automatically like, this person fucked up. Like the thinking will be like, they probably have their reason for doing that. I used to be very skeptical. So it's like, you can vice versa apply it to music. Music is like, okay, I used to be a super big hip hop head, but now like I'm like everything. I can appreciate everything, and even certain things that I cannot appreciate, right? I can like understand why people appreciate. Like it's like that renewed perspective, I guess.
And openness, to explore.
It comes with age. But then the problem with that, right, is that I think people would see you as like very fickle, like, so they don't know like what your branding is, what you stand for, that kind of thing. Yeah.
I guess, well, let's say you just put it into, like food, for example.
Yep.
My favorite is chicken rice, right?
Yep.
Or char kway teow.
Yep.
I'm not going to eat char kway teow every day, right?
Yep.
3 meals a day forever and ever and ever. You're
Yep.
still going to eat something else.
Yep.
And then after a while, you'll come back to what is home, what is something that fulfills you, deep inside.
Yep.
But it's not going to be like, hey, I'm going to listen to, I'm a house head, I love house, and that's the only thing I'm going to listen to, then life is going to be very dull.
Yeah. I guess that's something that music fans fail to grasp. Like their favorite EDM DJ, right, probably have a secret passion for hip hop. Yeah, like I always say in this podcast, right, the other time Jeremy Bala sent me a video, right, and then he's like at some secret after party, I was like, hey, check this out, man. Then the video is Alesso DJing hip hop. I'm like, what the fuck, where the hell are you, yeah? Like some after party or Ultra Miami or something like that.
But that's so refreshing, is it?
Yeah, there's like, and only like 50 people there.
Yeah.
And then Skrillex is like holding a bottle at the side and fucking jamming to Alesso DJing hip hop. Like, what the hell? Yeah.
I think that's very, very interesting. It's very exciting to see something that's out of the norm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so it brings you to today, where you are like DJing part-time and working on like your own business. But is there anything that you can like let us know about your business that it kind of complements the DJing aspect, or is it like two separate things?
Actually, okay, so I was I graduated in media studies,
right,
and then did a little bit on psychology, but I went to marketing. I did marketing for about 17 years.
Under agency?
No.
Your company?
I was in a local brand this company called X Mini. It's a portable speaker that looked like the size of tennis balls.
Yeah, it's like a spray.
Accordion tennis ball.
Yeah,
so
accordion,
I was with them for about 8.5, 9 years.
Oh.
Then after that, we went to over 88 countries. So even like Lee Hsien Loong also talked about us, the company, during the National Day message and all that.
Yep.
So I used my contacts in music and the nightlife to also help push the brand out.
Yep.
So then I think after that I left. I did a lot of other local brands. I'm very supportive of local brands. I love Singaporean brands. And then after that, I had I did a side gig doing events on the side. Doing getting DJs and talents.
While your time at X Mini.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after that, then I went to become like the music head for
Madman Attic Bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's where I got really a very close up and personal, relationship with understanding the bar vibe, getting close to customers, see what they like, and then playing open format. Yeah. So
it started out as trance head lah. Then eventually
my trance head ended. I stopped playing trance hardcore. I think maybe about mid 2010. Then after that, I went into other things. I went to house. I went to hip hop, drum and bass, Mendo pop. Listen only lah. Yeah. Then after that, I just realized that everybody has their favorite tune, favorite song that hits them where it hits the heart, right? Then if you're at the bar, how do you curate? How do you curate a set list that can appeal to everybody?
Yes.
Trance heads will come and say, hey Fred, can you play like, Above and Beyond? Then after that, the other ladies will go like, can you play Joe Jie-Lun? How do you, maneuver and try to fit that into your set?
Correct.
So I guess end of the day, I learned a lot during all this, and then also helped me with my event side. Because I do weddings, do D&Ds, awards and all that. So you need to know what kind of hype music, what resonates with your client. What you like may not be what your client likes. So you need to know what other people like. You're not creative anymore. You are a vendor. You know, you have to think like we say, if you don't like my music, to hell you guys, fuck off. No, when you're dealing with clients, you need to make sure they're happy. So everything that you do, song selection, actually our song library also have to buy a lot more now.
Yeah.
Because when you're
Open
doing events,
format
it's open format, or even just background music, you really need to have all this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So understanding the customer and all that. So the event side is very fun, very, very rewarding, because if the client comes back to you and say, that was a super, super good night. And it's not just music per se already, you know. It's the entire 360, the vibe, the decor. You got lasers, you got smokes, you know, even the layout, the sequence, the run sheet.
The service.
Yeah. You know, it's really a whole different ball game.
Yep. And they like your music means you can actually coordinate, you can teamwork with them lah.
Correct.
That's
because
why
there's so many moving parts, you know, for events.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
So I think it's like a different ball game than what like most DJs are picturing the DJ life is like. Most DJ think that, okay, I learn DJing and then I get to play at Tomorrowland, whatever. But this is like the not so glamorous, not so spoken about aspects of DJing. You DJ wedding. Sometimes you're not even the DJing, you know, you're just pressing play, fade in, fade out, award show music, you know. So I've done one or two of those in my lifetime before. So so I really understand. And a lot of these, right, that you do, right, are usually the ones that pay the bills. Because
yes, definitely.
Most of the time, right, club gigs are not good paying as compared to like corporate. It's just by nature. Yeah. So is that like a better way to like survive? Looking for more corporate, but then you don't build your name? How important is building of a name?
There are pros and cons.
Yeah.
You build your name, you will have a certain genre stuck to your name.
Oh, yeah lor.
And when you are like that, you will be stuck with that gig for the rest of your life. Some actors forever, like Dave Bautista, always acting big macho man. Now he's trying to change that look. But you have that, you know, ingrained in your head that he's a WWE champion. He's gonna be those like hunky-dory hero roles, right? Dwayne Johnson. But how is he gonna do other roles?
Yeah.
So I guess it's just what you want to do, how you want to develop your career path. What you see in the next 5-10 years. You can't be doing parties all the way. You know, drinking copious amounts of champagne and alcohol, partying until 6 o'clock in the morning. And that's where a lot of things, like on the event side, I went because my health was not good. After DJing for so long, I was drinking a bottle of whiskey a night. At least 5 nights a week to 6
How is that
nights
even possible? That's crazy, That's a lot,
I drank a lot.
Wow.
Of course, I was going through a lot of issues.
Right.
I was escaping from home. I was escaping from my previous marriage and everything. I drank a lot.
Yeah.
I used that energy that I got from alcohol to just keep on doing a lot of just staying out and just being merry. But that kind of happiness for me was very short-lived. And of course now I'm suffering. Medicine everywhere. I got this bag everywhere I bring. It's got medicine.
Oh my god.
High blood, gout, you know.
But do you need like got kidney dialysis or not?
No. But I got kidney stone already. So I have to jungle tension. Yeah. So it's also that kind, like when you're a DJ, you have that really hyped up lifestyle. Everybody is like totally into
adrenaline so high. You go back also cannot sleep. You just like.
Correct. Yeah. It's very crazy. And for me, right, as a single father, right, I gave my son so little attention. I felt damn bad. And then over the last 6-7 years, then I started to like bring myself down. I was like flying very high as a kite, then pull myself down. And then after that, like, hey, you know, you give 5%, 10% to your son. You're doing nightlife. You got to really go and jungle attention, control yourself, and then make sure you're responsible for the next day. A lot of times I'm still sleeping in bed. My son wake up, then he's like, "Daddy, what are we gonna do today?" Then I'm like, it's damn bad. And I look back at retrospect, it's like, well, it's damn fucked up. You know, so now it's like whatever that I do, it needs to be in moderation really. Yeah.
Speaking of like single father, it's a very rare case where the dad wins the custody.
No, I didn't win custody. We had shared custody. But I have care and control, and basically I requested to take care of him.
Wow. And on top of like having DJing as a job, which is like kind of unstable also. Wow, it's like extra burden, don't you think so? It's like very challenging.
I think it's challenging, but it's extremely rewarding. Just like when you play for a challenging crowd, you don't know what kind of music hits them. Then you finally find that little perfect, transition track. Then suddenly it goes haywire, and then after that it builds up. Then the whole night is.
Yeah.
Then you feel, wow, damn song. But you forget about that front part where nobody was responding to your track.
Yeah.
I think that one is something that I can feel. And then now my son is responding to what I do. I'm definitely 100 times more sober than I was before. And then we are much closer. I do a lot of things with him. I make sure that, okay, tonight I'll drink maybe about 2 glasses of wine, 3 glasses. Tomorrow I go play badminton with him. And then I enjoy the day. The next day, not like hungover, then it's like, walao, what the hell, found my life, yeah.
It's like a real sense of enjoyment,
Correct.
not the fleeting one.
Yeah, because your number one fan is going to be your child, not the person on the dance floor opposite. That is the kind of realization you will probably find out much later in life.
Yes.
And
if your son want to become a DJ, will you approve?
Definitely.
Yeah.
He likes music. He's creative.
Yeah.
I don't see why not, but at least I will probably tell him all the hurdles and the hiccups I've gone through.
Yeah.
And make sure that he won't repeat the same mistakes lah. But I'm not the kind that cannot make mistake lah. I was stubborn as hell. I made a lot of mistakes. If he's stubborn and if he's similar to me, he will also make the same mistakakes.
Yeah, then
at least I can guide him lah.
Yeah.
I told him, you want to get tattoo? You make sure you get it with me. You want to pierce your ear, you want to do cigarettes, anything, you better make sure you do it with me. At least I can,
the good quality one.
Yeah. Alcohol, no need, a lot of alcohol. I got a whole case or a shelf full of alcohol.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great because you have been through hell and back, right? And naturally people will be like, oh no, I'll prevent my son from going through the DJ route because it's so dark, But I'm glad that you have that open mindset where you go through all the shit, right? But you can still see the good side of it, and then you can educate him to be in other words, better version of yourself, lead a better life in a sense.
Correct.
Right.
Because ultimately DJing at its core, right, is music.
It's very pure one actually.
It's music.
Yeah.
And I feel for me music, it heals me.
Yeah.
When I was going through COVID, no job, no nothing. Then after that, every day at home, right, I stopped drinking and started exercising because can't afford to drink alcohol every night. Then after that, when you exercise,
it kind of change your psychology a bit also, right?
Yes,
when you're healthier.
It does.
Right.
Your clarity is very, very different.
Yeah.
Your functional, the things you do, that one is really amazing, And then because music, you understand, you love music at its core, right? The musicality, the notes, the melodies, how it makes you feel. Major key make you happy, minor key make you a bit darker, right? And then after that, then that is the essence, what? And because of this knowledge that you have, then after that you spread it out and you share it with the people on the dance floor, and then you can evoke this kind of similar emotions. Then that's you're like the the puppeteer, the conductor, the puppeteer, right? Controlling. And I think that's what at its core is music. If you don't forget that, because everything else is gay liao ma. People dancing and going crazy and alcohol, this enhances the emotions that you have.
Yes,
but
correct.
At its core, the music, you don't need alcohol. You don't need anything to make you high. The music itself will make you high. And there's no fault in that, ma.
Yeah.
So that's something that I will always try to impart to my son, ma. Because if you love music, that's how it should be, ma. That's why got people love audiophile. They have one chair, they drink coffee, and then they go and enjoy.
Different speaker tuning all come out.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
One speaker, one side, $37,000.
37. Have you seen? I want to see one cable like that, $9,000. One cable, just one cable.
Some gold-plated cable with perfect impedance or something like that.
Yeah, silver. I think it's silver.
Silver,
yeah.
Gold probably will be more lah.
Yeah. Yeah, lor.
Yeah, wow. I got so many thoughts from that. Firstly, right, curating as a DJ, right? Earlier you were saying that, okay, you were running Madman Attic Bar as a music director. And at first it was a band concept.
Yes.
And then the band concept was 40 minutes band, 40 minutes rest, 40 minutes band. And then because the 40 minutes rest, it the energy a bit
It went down. It dipped. And when it dipped, right, people either leave or then after that, alcohol sales drop.
That's why you have to bring in a DJ. The DJ's job is to basically elongate the whole entire night, like how it first started off in hip hop, and that kind of puts DJ at a higher risk as compared to band members. If you think about it, band, they are like constantly doing something. You cannot just offer them a drink and cheers them or whatever, right? You can only do that probably after. But then for DJing, right, it's like, okay, if DJ, then you're like kind of free until the next transition. Oh shit, that's an opportunity to drink, man. That's another opportunity to drink. So if you play 50 songs a night, you got 50 chances to drink.
Oh.
And somehow you are the one person the whole entire night, right? So you're having so many chances of kind of attack,
But end of the day, it's just whether you want it or don't want, ma.
Correct, but the temptation is so damn strong, if you think about it. I've been a resident, you definitely have been a resident. We have got our fair share of this like bad influence.
Soon you end of the day is just how do you say no politely without making the customer angry? Always come up with excuses today I'm not feeling well, food poisoning. Or you can find one Kevlar, pull one side and say she hasn't drank yet. Then have you met?
Substitution
jutsu. Just tai chi lor.
We need to do one TikTok with you, right? 50 excuses on how to say no drinking.
How to not drink without saying I'm not drinking.
Precisely. Yeah. And the next thing that I'm thinking about, right, is that, curating the music we are DJing, mixing the minor and major keys. Those are the things that get us like excited thinking about it. Like, we are mixing not only by BPM, but we're also mixing by key. And then we are using Serato stems, like layers upon layers of artistry. But do you ever think that there will be a day where AI can just replace all this? And then we are all fucked, essentially.
AI already can replace whatever that we are doing, except one thing, human touch and human connection. I think that is something that they will, I don't think people will have that feeling when they're dealing with AI. Now you can search on ChatGPT and all that. Top 50 songs that will get a party going. And then they will have everything there. But the thing is, you're not there, you're not reacting to what happens on the dance floor. You can have a template, the 10-year series perfect answer for
10-year series.
10-year series perfect
answer. O-levels,
of the perfect, the build up, right? But then imagine, right, the dance floor suddenly the boyfriend girlfriend fight or something, you can play another song that actually suits that situation.
I thought you want to say everybody was kung fu fight.
Or you see your ex, right? Let's say like get lost, hold.
No, play the Big Sean. I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, man. But in a sense, I guess people come more for the DJ as a person than the music. Would you say so?
Yes. Right now the scene, I think a lot of the vibe has died. The vibe as in, like, I'm comparing this to Zouk days.
The 90s.
The 90s where everybody was hands in the air, kichu, dancing, facing the DJ console.
Yeah.
But now a lot of the people, the customers that come, they have a different agenda.
A lot of the action happens on their phone.
Exactly.
Yep.
And you are so immersed in this digital world that your real world, you're totally oblivious. You dress up nice, you look amazing, so that you can look good on a video. And you totally miss out the entire environment that you're in at the moment in time. I think that's something that is becoming very it's a big issue. It's very prominent right now. If you go to big DJ events, you can see all the phones are like that. All like that. Nobody dancing, Maybe see one or two, but even if they're dancing, their friend is on there filming, so they will put the dance onto Instagram. It's like, and it's so false.
But if you think about it, right, if I were a club owner, right, I'll open a club where everybody can take Insta story or whatever, right? But then there will be this particular room, right, where I will just like, everybody must full body check, cannot bring camera in. And then you just go in and just be yourself. Because normally when camera on, right, people are not themselves, they're like super aware, like, Yeah. So if you can have like a room within a club, right, that is like just be yourself room, right? Wow, I think that would be like the most hype venue of Singapore, if you think about it, because nobody will know what's happening inside there. Nobody can story, maybe invites only. Wow, people love the exclusive shit, right?
Is them show.
Yeah.
It's very
Somebody
show.
give me 10%, man. Fuck from this idea.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. This podcast give too many free info already.
Yeah. I think that's a very good concept. I don't see why you shouldn't try it.
Yeah, and so maybe it's just a small room within a club. You don't need to make the whole club like that, Maybe start a small experiment first,
Yeah, pilot lor.
Yeah, correct, pilot. Yeah.
Do a pilot. I think there's a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And also I think a lot of people are trying to guide people back to the original way of enjoying music. It's really just
the original way of enjoying. Wow, I love the way you say it. Original way of enjoying music.
It's enjoying. There's no agenda. What?
Correct.
You don't want people to look at you dancing. You're not worried about number of likes on your video.
Audio file level and put one chair and then one speaker.
Or then really just dance. Just dance. Enjoy. Just dance like nobody's looking.
Yeah.
And no social media is tracking you. Yeah, that's the way it should be. What?
I just find myself, right, when I'm in a venue that I really enjoy the vibes, right, oftentimes I always forget to Insta story. Maybe because I come from the era
because you're lost in the moment, what?
Yeah, correct. Maybe I come from that era where you can lost in the moment, but now like a bit harder to lost in the moment lah. For most people, I would say it's very instinctive to like take out your phone like a pistol.
Yeah, sometimes I do that also. I instinctively take pictures of my food. Yeah, or like take just a quick picture of friends that I met with and all that.
Yeah.
And then after that, then the end of the night is just enjoying music, just dancing.
Yeah.
Hands-free one, either with alcohol or like over a friend taking like a talking call and then just like, wow, this DJ Dimson, or how do you do that mix? That one. I think that one is very very nice. I miss that a lot.
And especially for myself, right, that as I'm like doing so many things at once every single day, right? Actually this week is crazy week. Like yesterday was my first day where I had 5 hours of sleep. For every single day of the week last week, right, I was sleeping between 1.5 to 3.5 hours.
Hey, you gotta be careful,
dude. Yeah, that's why.
Because I was sleeping 3 hours to 5 hours for the last 15-20 years, and it's really jialat.
It's very bad, I know. Yeah, but only for this week lah. Like usually I try to do 6 to 8 lah. Usually I try to do 6 to 8. Like, because for me, I can, because I guess maybe because in my uni days, I always sleep 4 hours a day for 3 years. So when I can sleep 6 hours, it's like, wow, full energy. I feel very revitalized. I'm a very efficient sleeper. You ask my girlfriend, I on the bed, I just knock out.
So you go into deep sleep very fast.
Yeah, and people, I remember back in the day, NS, right, they throw grenade range. The grenade cannot wake me up. So throughout the whole grenade range, right, 172 grenade, boom, boom, boom. I cannot wake up. The only thing that wake me up is the C4. You know, right, when grenade, you in NS, you throw a grenade, then the grenade like dart, right? Then they need to blow up the grenade with the C4, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that wake me up.
That one damn freaking loud.
Fucking loud.
Freaking loud.
But other than that, it's like, I'm super deep sleeper. So I think I'm quite effective sleeper. 6 hours probably good for me. But this week was like crazy lah, And then, so back to the point, right? I'm so busy and I'm like so hyper in control of my life and everything, right? That the only 2 ways that I can relax, right, is if I burn out, like I work so hard until I'm sick, right? Like in February, I have like severe respiratory problem until I cannot breathe. And then at 1 month, I just knock out and rest. That's the only way I can rest. Or secondly, right, is I drink, not until I drunk, but enough alcohol, right, for me to like kind of like be lost in the moment with the music. And that's the only way that I can take my mind off work lah. That's what I realized. And I realized a lot of my friends that are like lawyers, CEO of company, right? They also have the same problem as myself.
Yeah, but that's not a solution. That's a problem.
Precisely. Yeah, you're the chief everything officer, you do everything. That's why.
Yeah. What
was your better solution for me? If I want to like find ways to take my mind off work when I am so like,
It's not an overnight
or meditation.
thing. It's not an overnight thing. Because the thing is, you're always on this hyper mode.
Yeah, precisely.
And if you take uppers like coffee, alcohol is a downer.
A lot of coffee, man, every day.
Your body's running on hyperdrive. And then the thing is, even when you stop it for 1-2 days, your body's still on it. You don't know how to bring yourself down. If you manage to sleep, it's not even restful sleep.
Oh. Yeah, I heard that. Restful sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, deep sleep, restful sleep. So I used to have a sleep tracker, activity. No lah, it's which one lah? You can just buy like Huawei or
Okay.
Polar or
Okay.
Fitbit. It tracks your sleep.
Okay. Give you a sleep
my
score,
Samsung,
right?
I got Samsung. Yeah. Deep sleep is the most important.
Okay.
And the thing is, if you have 2 hours to 3 hours of deep sleep, that's when your body goes into full rest. If you have subconscious sleep or like
REM
light
sleep.
yeah. If you have the light ones, right, is you can sleep for 20 hours and you still feel tired as hell. Your eye bag's freaking big, and you forever you say, hey, but I slept 20 hours, I slept 10 hours. It's not. So it's the quality of sleep that's important, not the duration of the sleep.
What's the preferred quality? Like deep sleep, maybe 4 hours. Light sleep 2 hours. Mixture 6 hours, maybe.
2 hours. Deep sleep 2 hours or more.
Oh.
Then everything else. The deep sleep is the where your body will rest.
Right.
Yeah, but if you're gonna drink alcohol, if you're gonna drink coffee,
it will definitely affect the sleep quality.
Yeah, I stopped drinking coffee for about 4 years already.
Whoa!
So now I cannot touch Red Bull. If I drink 2 cups of tea, my heart will.
Oh, that means tea actually has very little caffeine and it will affect you also.
It depends.
You're very sensitive.
Yeah, sensitive.
I mean, you already cold turkey coffee already lah.
Yeah, cold turkey.
Yeah.
But I love coffee. I could drink coffee and sleep.
Yeah.
I could drink 3-4 cups of coffee. That time I DJ, I drank about 15 cans of Red Bull.
What? In one night?
In one day. So that time I was DJing for a wakeboarding party at East Coast, the cable ski one.
Okay.
So sponsored by Red Bull.
Oh man.
I drank. After that, cannot sleep.
Yeah.
I boom, kim.
Yeah. Remind me of my road march days, man.
Road march.
Those were the nightmares.
That's horrible. But yeah, get yourself a fitness tracker. And then I think a lot of my friends are also very high functioning professionals, but also they drink a lot.
Yeah, that's the only way you can shut down for most people that are working this hard.
It's not sustainable.
But it's not yes, correct lah. You're right
lah. You reach like 40 plus 50, 60, right? Your health. I walk around with a medical box for all the pills that I have to take.
You got a first aid?
Yeah, it's crazy. Come on, take a medical box. Yeah, all pills, man.
Whoa, holy shit.
Got for gout, for lao sai, for pain, for my diabetes, for allergy. I'm allergic to a lot of things.
Wow.
And the thing is, I only found out I have all these ailments after I cut down my alcohol. Because when your body drinks alcohol, the first thing, whatever you have in the system, right, it will immediately take the alcohol and try to purge it out of your system because it's considered poison.
It's the number one poison. Yeah. Then they start to care about the other thing.
Correct. So I was like running on poison for a very long time. Yeah, but I still love alcohol. Don't say it. I love alcohol, but now in moderate amounts.
Yes.
So now I only drink red wine at High House when I DJ there and all that. Yeah. So
correct.
Yeah,
I mean, back in the day when I was Zouk resident, right? I also don't really drink a lot. Maybe because I only started drinking when I was 25. I started drinking when I was very late.
Oh, you're late bloomer. But you didn't bloom, you just late lah. I started at 15 there.
Yeah.
Using my parents, the alcohol cabinet, right? Go and take the cordon bleu, drink already.
What
then after that, put tea, go put back. Put tea, put back. After that,
then they're like, why my cordon bleu getting more and more diluted?
No, damn funny. It was a gift for a family doctor. My mom took it. Then after that, she took it out, right? You know, when you put tea, right, it separates into water and then the bottom. Then sian. Then she was at a restaurant. She had to buy the cordon bleu at the restaurant price. Yeah, but that's the thing. I started early and I just continued, and I was just on hyperdrive like that, lor. But but it's just moderation, everything, lah.
I guess that's the perks of starting late, right? Because you're also a cheap drunk. I remember, right, my first drink when I was 25, my friend told me, right, I had an eighth of a pint of a beer, right, and I'm so fucking knocked out.
So efficient, that's good, that's very cost efficient.
Very cost efficient, bro. Then jialat. Then even I want to do something crazy, right, it doesn't even take more than half a glass.
That's the best one.
Which is good lah, I guess. And then not long after, right, I'm no longer with Zouk, then I'm back to no drinking, right? Then it's back to normal. Yeah.
I think drinking is it's a social lubricant.
Yeah. It is. Nice. Oh my god.
But where that, the bell curve where it dips down to being drunk, you never know.
Yeah.
If you drink regularly, you know where your tipping point is.
Yeah.
If you don't drink as much, you don't know when you're gonna crash.
Yeah.
So you don't really need to have great conversations with alcohol.
Yeah.
But it helps if things are awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not the be all and end all lah.
Yeah. Yeah, so another perks of this podcast, right, is that after talking to so many people, I know what a good conversation looks like. Yeah. So even on days where there's no alcohol, it's no problem for me, But I think the alcohol is really more to help the other person to easier. Yeah. For me, I just like to wind down. And especially when I'm doing this podcast, like after all my day job and all my music production and shit, right? It's really like more like a chill out with friends kind of thing. Yeah, I'm really hoping for a day, right, where I can like have like a podcast return guest, right? So often, like maybe like, I don't know, Daniel Ang or something, right? We start ordering Grab food or something and start eating, because we are like so busy, right? Fuck lah, okay, we just eat in the stream, and that would be like next level, But yeah lah, this is basically like catching up with old friends. Yeah, it's a podcast and mukbang. The other day I just had Benjamin King also. Then I was telling him like, okay, then the next time I invite you, right, we're just not gonna talk, okay? We're just gonna put a 3,000 piece jigsaw puzzle in front of us, and then we just solve it in front of the camera, and that's it. That's our podcast. And then we're just like, hey, how hard is it to solve? Yeah, but these are the kind of like human interaction that is like so rare these days, like how we are like talking about it in the first place, right?
Because it's raw, it's real.
Yeah, it's real and it's raw.
That's what is nice. That's what's nice about it.
The more technology we have, right, and the more better our the better that our technology helps us communicate, right? Actually, we essentially become worse communicators ourselves.
Yeah, you got people writing things for you. Of course, you don't know how to write lah.
Same like DJing.
Typewriter ma.
You got sing, then now nobody know how to beat match already. For what need to learn beat match? Just press sing here already, what? Same thing, what, right?
Correct, but before you fly, you must learn how to walk ma. Or crawl.
But now don't even need to walk already.
It has its pros and cons lah.
Of course, when equipment malfunction, then GG.
Yeah lor. Yeah, that's true.
And then next, right, we can talk about like running a nightclub. Is it still a viable business now in the social media age where everything is online? Because let's just take a look at brick and mortar stores, like your, I don't know, clothing shop. Or your Taobao is making money, right? Off of online shopping. They don't even need a physical shop anymore, And physical shop, right? You still need to pay rent. You maybe
a lot of overheads.
Maybe got fucking natural disaster, then your shop goyak. Yeah. So there's so many problems. So is it still viable to like kind of run a nightclub in today's day and age?
Well, as I said earlier, right? I mean, there's always this human interaction. I think part of clubbing is having that face-to-face, going to something physical and experience something that, either you're familiar with or you're excited to experience for the first time. I think that, that breaking that seal, that virgin experience, or just doing that human interaction. I like to drink with people. The time we could drink during COVID, but why do people still want to meet up? You could do video call and all that, but it's not the same, right? So I guess it's just that human interaction. Running a club viable? I think running a club definitely is always viable and can be profitable. If you have the right team and also have the discipline. Because you're surrounded by many temptations. Not just for the owner, for the staff, and also for the customers. Temptation because you're in a place if you own a club, you're in a place that's free for alcohol, you own the club, you can drink as much as you want. Where do you draw the line?
Yep.
How do you make logical business decisions? How do you come up with but the thing is, if you don't drink, you do not know how to come up with the correct alcohol packages that will resonate with your alcoholic clients,
Yep.
So you still need to drink a bit, but where do you don't go overboard.
Yep.
Then after that, you need to make sure that your security is there, you make sure everybody is paid well, make sure the customer's having fun.
Make sure the person selling the ticket don't steal the money.
Correct. You don't have people.
This is actually a very common problem back in the 2000s,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot. It's just having that control, the discipline, and having the SOPs in place.
So earlier when I had a podcast with Corinne, right, we were talking about how she managed to utilize day ops, right, to earn more money than the actual night ops. So maybe you can like let us know what are ways that nightclubs can earn money, because I think the general audience perspective is like, nightclub is they open at night and then they sell alcohol, then they earn money, like very straightforward one. Or people come and see David Guetta, then pay for the ticket, then that's how they earn money. But there are like 10,000 other ways for a nightclub to earn money. What are some ways or strategies that clubs can employ, right, to make money? based on your experience, whatever you can let us know. Don't need to tell us how much money, but like method, strategy, like someone I want to open a nightclub and then they're watching this podcast. Yeah.
We have to think,
Yeah.
Well, if it's a very famous nightclub,
Yep.
What I heard before is that, they charge listing fees and all that. That's a revenue.
What's listing fees?
Listing your alcohol. So if you're not a well-branded stuff or like your new product, and then you know that it's just like an influencer,
Or
you have the small influencer, then let's say if Zook, right, you have the mother of all influencers, is the Lao Jia, the grand dame of nightclub,
Yeah.
And after that, I want to put my product there. Is there a cost?
Product placement ads.
Yes.
So like for example, Andrew Rail playing, and then I put Martel NCF all around the club.
Correct.
And then all the Andrew Rail fans that come for Andrew Rail will somehow see the...
Correct. So then brand association, or then after that, it's just, like psychological, subconscious association.
Yeah.
Then there's also
ads.
other ways. Clubs also, I'm sure there's, in the past, they always had A&P funds for alcohol, advertising and promotions.
How does that work? A&P, alcohol and promotions.
So basically, the club will...
Like, for example, I sell a lot of Absolute vodkas in my club.
Then after that, they would probably go like, okay, this is my budget for the event. For this year, I'm gonna be your house pour for a certain club. And then this is what my marketing budget is. Then after that, I need you to assign it to certain activities for the year, maybe 3 activities lah. Then after that, you go like, okay, I do these 3 activities. But let's say each amount is like 40K.
Yeah.
On the club side is where you do your P&Ls, you make sure, okay, I'm gonna do this club, I'm gonna decorate a certain amount.
Yeah.
This 40K, if I can make everything sweet and make it look like 40K, but actually it's 20K, I get the 20.
I net profit the 20.
Yeah, you get it?
But I sell it to them as 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely one strategy. But then it begs another question, right? So if alcohol brands are paying clubs, how the hell does alcohol brand make money? I thought alcohol brand make money by selling alcohol to clubs.
Yes. They do.
Yeah.
Of course, they make money selling alcohol to clubs. But the thing is not just 1 transaction, 2 transactions. It's growing the business together. Hopefully, I do this 3-4 events. I become the house pour, and then after that, I introduce new products because alcohol brands are not just a 1 product pony. I have a portfolio of other brands.
Right.
And then after that, when you guys carry it, it looks like, okay, you're my showcase. If I have customers, I have potential people who want to onboard my product in their clubs.
Alright.
I bring you to this club, and then in the showcase, it's all there. Look at it, how amazing it looks. Look, it's my event. And then you have a new business opportunity in a different client.
Yeah, alcohol don't need sell to club, but maybe they sell to airline.
And also it's a modern on-trade, off-trade, all that, NTUC and all that. Yeah. So it's the public perception, the opinion,
Right.
Like if you go to the Heineken parties at the Tanjong Pagar,
Heineken also now very good at branding themselves with Boiler Room.
Very good branding. Very strong branding.
Now they are like the cool beer.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, how do you see people drinking a lot of Heineken in clubs?
Mostly hard liquor lah.
Hard liquor, right? Yeah. So it's like, then Heineken sell where? Bars, and then after that maybe
Football stadium
is like easy to drink, and then of course home drinking,
bar, home drinking. People wear cases and cases, right?
Yeah. So I see there's a very big shift in alcohol consumption patterns since the early years. Last time we carry a beer in members, it's okay, it's normal. Beer, we carry jugs, beers, and then loose cups. Then now it's like bottle service across the board. As long as you got table, it's bottle service.
Yeah.
But
what affected that change? Is it because of carefully thought out marketing that people got subconsciously brainwashed to prefer bottles?
I think it's not just carefully thought out marketing. I think it's also the amount of returns you get. You're gonna get your staff to go and serve 1 bottle of beer. This is how long it takes. Then after that, you're gonna get your bar busy. Someone comes back for more beer, and then how much they make only. But then if you do the bottle service, it's like 1 bottle I put at your table. How many servings inside? I let you go and own target, go and do.
Yeah, which is why they are trying to market hard liquor more than beer lah. It makes more financial sense for them lah.
Yeah, because in a table like this, right, you can put maybe like 50 bottles of beer or like 4 or 10 bottles of hard liquor. The 10 bottles of hard liquor is already a lot more than the 50 bottles of beer.
And do you say that the biggest victim, right, of this kind of sales tactic, right, are ballers that are trying to show off in a club to buy open train and shit? And then these clubs will like market this kind of thing to them lah, as, oh, this is a way you can show off your wealth.
I don't think they are victims. I think if they want to do it, they can afford to do it. Why not?
Yeah.
Because also if you're the GA, the general admission people looking, and you see these people bawling, it's also entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
You know, it's very nice. It's like some kids probably will go like, oh my God, I wish one day I can do like that. Then you might inspire him or her to do something just because of that action of someone buying, bottle service and having that huge ritual of, dom trains and all that. There's nothing.
There's multiple reactions. Some people will laugh at that, like, haha, so extra for what?
It's all mixed
reaction, but whatever it is, it's still a reaction.
Correct. And it makes that experience in a club. It enhances it. What? If people don't have that ritual, right, then everybody just clubbing is just as very one-dimensional. You have the lights, you have your DJ, you maybe have some chobu standing one corner, dancing one corner, but then you have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then you have the bottle service, you have the dom trains, you have
got your name on the LED.
Yeah, it's a bit of like self-love. I want to show off. But never mind, it's entertaining. I just watch lah. I think it's okay. If you're willing to pay, let's pay lah.
Yeah.
But you're probably one of the low percentage ones that will pay lah. Or compared versus other people who would have spent the money elsewhere.
As a club owner, right? Is it more important to have a dance floor with no spend or with ballers but no dance floor? Which one is more important, the chicken or the egg?
I think it depends how long your planning, your strategy is, how long you want to last. Of course, having a dance floor, as long as a dance floor is happening, you can always create a lot of content, you can create a lot of vibe, people are going to talk about it on the long term. If it remains that identity that it's going to be a very nice dance club where the music is very real, the clubbers are real, then a lot of people want to go there. Ballers will also want to go there.
Yes.
If you do the other way around, where it becomes like a VIP lounge, all the ballers go there, there's not much dancing, it's a lot of showboating, people will still want to go because they still want to see the ballers showboating. So it depends what's your long-term strategy, what's your 3-year, 5-year plan for the place, how you want the identity to be. Because both ways is still entertaining, it's still going to be profitable. Maybe more profitable on the baller with the high table spend. But the thing is, the high table spend, right, if you don't have a lot of people looking at you, you're not going to buy bottles.
So you still need the crowd.
You still need the GAs.
Yeah, lor.
That's like that time I looked at Zouk, right? The two coves, right? Next to the DJ console, 3, right? If there's no GA, they don't showboat. They just have their 1-2 bottles of Dom and then they sip, they enjoy. But when the crowd, like guest DJs, Ukong and all that, they're above and beyond, crazy, then that's the part where they just
perfect time to pop,
Yeah. That was very funny because I was at the dance floor when Zouk reopened after COVID. Part of the management side, the office people had to help out. Then I saw the rituals. The first time I was seeing the rituals, like the VIP table is here. Why the ritual have to go one round around the club and then go there? It's just for the show, what?
At the end of the day, this is showbiz, it's entertainment.
The showbiz is entertainment, what?
That's true. Yeah. So DJs out there, don't be too pressured to think that you are the bread and butter of everything, man. There are so many moving pieces.
There are a lot of moving pieces, man. And then DJs very, very important. But you're not the most important.
Right. Everything works hand in hand.
And everything hand in hand. A lot of moving parts. Yeah. And I think, and then just stay humble, because when you stay humble and then after that everybody comes to you and you're able to work together, the synergy between all the different aspects of the club, the VIP guests, the ritual, the ops and everything, then everybody cohesively work together, the place sure will be freaking damn good one. That synergy is going to be fucking tight.
Correct. Everybody must play their part lah.
Yeah, yeah. Put egos aside lah. Yeah.
You must have the substance to carry out your task, and yet you still need to be emotionally sensitive for teamwork
And respectful lor,
and servicing your clients.
Correct.
It's such a balance,
Yeah.
Not easy to have the dream team.
Yeah lor.
Hopefully we can achieve it with like a venue in Singapore that it will last long and everybody want to come then that will be the paradise for everybody lah.
Yeah lor.
And looking at like succession plan, retirement, right? What can a DJ do after their so-called club DJ phase?
Wow.
Personally, for yourself, you're still DJing, right? You're technically in this day and age, right, you can practically live till very old because of like how advanced health care is. As technology improve, right, human lifespan will technically improve lah. As long as you don't eat some unhealthy junk food lah. So right now you are not even middle age yet lah, to be honest. Yeah, so you're still DJing, but what happens if you're like 60, 70 and you decide to like quit DJing, right? What would you eventually decide to do? Or what can DJs that quit DJing eventually transition to?
I think can transition into many things because the kind of skill sets you learn as a DJ applies to many different vocations. DJ read the crowd. So that means you really need to be able to be sensitive to people's feelings. You can do HR. No lah, just kidding.
Contrary, right? Contrary to popular belief, HR don't help the employees, okay?
Employer only.
HR help the employers. That's something that I found out.
You found out
the hard way, man.
You found out hard way?
Dude, don't fucking trust HR, man.
No, HR usually will protect the company.
Yeah,
most often are not. Yeah, but I think a DJ's natural progression can go into teaching. Some people are already doing it right now, even when they haven't reached retirement stage, like Jamstar or them. They can go into events because you understand the different moving parts for a night. You just you just expand that into an event, awards dinner, a corporate function. Yeah, you get that. And the thing is, as a DJ, you have to network as well. Right? So all the people that you meet, you get name cards and all that. Remember.
Yep.
You don't remember. It was like, I don't see you, I forget you already. That's it. The networking is very important, and you have a lot of opportunity to network because you are DJ.
Yeah.
You get into the parties that a lot of people can't get into. You get to meet people that people don't have the opportunity to get close to. That's that opportunity there. Go into anything that could be related to music because that's DJing your passion. I don't see why you can't become a music teacher. Go into production, or start your own. Like, I think early childhood you can do something about early childhood music. I was talking to Declan. I was like, you should do something early childhood music DJ. Teach them like clubbing, but in a very controlled and safe environment for the kids.
Teach them don't point their phone up when got guest DJ.
And I know Chanti.
Teach them when they're young.
Yeah. So there's a lot of career progressions, and you go open cafe. Like one of my dream is to open like an audiophile cycling cafe.
Yeah, so specific,
yeah, because this is what I like,
and cycling.
Like I like vinyls and all that. Then I like cycling,
Right.
So it's like but Singapore a bit hard.
Yeah.
I don't think.
What about like something like absolute cycle? Rhythm cycling, like on the spot.
Absolute cycling, the spin class RPM was an in thing.
Yeah.
But I think I don't. It doesn't resonate with me.
Road cycling.
Road cycling or just cycle. For me, cycling is a meditation. I cycle for 1 hour, 20 minutes, or 2 hours. It's just I cycle alone. It's not a social thing for me. So then I reflect on what I do. I plan what I want to do for the rest of the week. And then it just gives me that clarity, and then it helps me get fit. That's so. Some people have different ways of.
And somebody in their 30s, right? And for you in your 40s, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day, our parents don't really approve of me time. It's about work, grind, right? But how do you eventually come to a point where you realize, hey, me time is important? What was the turning point?
Wow, me time.
Yeah. How do you realize that, hey, shit, there's this thing called me time, and it's important?
Wow. Only recently then got me time.
Yeah, but how do you get enlightened?
Because when I slowly realized that a lot of things I was doing was not for myself. A lot of things that I was trying to achieve was for validation from my parents and all that. And then I was living life for other people, not for myself.
Mm.
You know, when I want to meet up with my friends, it was because, you know, I needed the company, I needed validation from them. Then after that, as you get older lah, and then you go through a lot of, you know, hurdles and issues, and you realize, you know, make sure that you're very centered lor. If you're not stable, you go outside, you're gonna cause a lot of problems, or you're gonna hang out with people that have a lot of drama. You know, and if you're centered, and if you know how your body functions, you know how your emotions are in check, then after that, you will know how to act appropriately outside. But you need this time alone, or you need to be centered with something that you find homely. You know, like maybe if it's my special place is cycling, is this special me time.
Protect your sacred time.
Yeah,
right. That's what it is.
If my sacred time is spending time with my son, I always have to do it. For X amount of hours during the week. You know, I think that one is very important. Then after that, once you're centered, you go outside, everything is okay.
Correct. Like a very good example, right, is back in the day when I was retrenched from Zouk, and then financial certainty wasn't there, so I wasn't centered, and then I'm very frantic. You know, I also have a friend, right, that quit his job, couldn't find a job for 3 to 6 months, and then he was also very off-centered. But the moment I found a job, and he found a job, different time lah. I found a job maybe 3 years ago. He found a job recently, right? The same experience, you know, we start to become more centered. You know, it's like, okay, we have some stability really, and then we start to be more normal creatures. Because I think at the end of the day, in the most primal and basis form, humans are just like animals, you know. We react like instinctively, and we definitely need to have something to ground us so that we can be like civilized beings in a way. Yeah. So one thing that can ground us is having a stable income. Another thing is like having like a sacred time that we can like reevaluate what we are doing. Are we going in the right direction still? You know, reassure ourselves, have family connections. Yeah. So I guess that is important and more highlighted in today's day and age as compared to back then. Because back then Singapore was still a developing country, right? More important to grind first, ma.
It's chung all the way.
Then now we got financial stability already, then we can start thinking about other things, right?
Yes, but financial stability also suddenly will have first world problems, ma.
Example, like what?
Your career is very stable, and then after that you tend to do a lot of other things as uwe like, you know, unnecessarily go out and party 5-6 times a week, finding really expensive hobbies, and you know, maybe
spice up your life.
You know, maybe expensive hobbies like, you know, maybe outside got a 小二小三, you know, that kind of shit. You know,
that's why the club must ban photography.
Last time Zouk, I remember not allowed to take photo because we had to bring a camera to take photo. Our phones didn't have a camera.
Yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah,
I still remember the day, right, when the first I received my first camera, first phone with camera, and I tried to take a selfie. It was so awkward because it's like normally you take a photo with camera, right? So it's such a formal thing, you know, to take out. But then a phone now you can take selfie. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's too convenient already. Very risky.
Yeah, and then you like scared people see you take your own photo, like very weird. I still remember, man. Like it was yesterday. Wow, those were the funny times, man.
Yeah, but that time when we were young, there was not a lot of cameras around. If you wanted to take a group photo, one of your friends literally had to bring one freaking huge camera.
A bag at the side with a camera.
Video cam is like that one, no?
Yeah.
It's not the small phone camera.
Yeah, it's like camcorder.
Lucky don't have, because a lot of things recorded at that era of the 90s, the things that we did probably worse than now. Yeah. But
if you look at the Revelry on Air channel, right, our number one reel, right, is Andrew Ng talking about, hey, all the clubs was banned photography. Yeah. That was the number one performing content.
Yeah.
It's damn funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Another funny thing, right, that I realized, right, is that you tell me that you spend like 1.5k on Grab and Blue SG. What the fuck? How is that even possible? I was calculating at night, you know. I sleep like, hey, fuck, Fred, tell me 1.5k. How,
Okay, so I use Grab, Gojek, and what's that? Comfort lah, the 3 apps Ziggy. Grab. On top of that, I have to, when I work nights and stuff, and in the mornings I cannot wake up, I have to send my son to rugby, to his mother's house and all that. So sometimes if the helper is not around, I
also go 3 places one day.
3-4
every day.
places. Plus, then if I'm too lazy to eat outside, no food, right? Then I call Grab food. Yeah. So it's about I calculated last 40 days about 1.6k. It is crazy lah.
What the
But I have to fix this because it's very jialat.
Yeah.
I then picked it because it's really a lot of money. It's like paying for a car installment.
Yeah lor.
And not only that, I also use GetGo, which is a to A car, and then I use Blue SG as well. So sometimes I use, go to places that are fixed. I'll go to all the different stations. Like last time Zoop, when I was working, they also got Blue SG, so I drive.
Oh,
it's very convenient. Then I don't have to drink. I don't have to worry about driving home.
Oh, right.
Because I'll drink at night, ma.
Yeah, you can just park there.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, then GetGo, sometimes, you just go, the kids all want to go out, one group of 5. How to fit in a cab? Cannot.
Yeah.
That's true. But it's just, I just need to plan my day and then, just make sure that I don't overspend on that lah.
Actually, this might sound like a very, I don't know lah, some people might think that it's like damn jibai to say it lah, okay? But have we thought of, right, instead of using our brain bandwidth to think about ways to save money, why don't we use that same bandwidth to think about how to earn more money?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Is that actually a good advice?
Yeah. I mean, it's just making sure that your bank account is fatter lor.
Yeah.
Saving money, yes. Trying to make more money, yes. But it's easier to save than for you to make because it's a lot of risks.
Yeah, make more money, you need to be a bit more revolutionary a bit, right?
Not just revolutionary, you need to try, you need to test it out. Then the thing is that it's not say first time successful. If you save, your first time will be successful. If you want to make money, your first time may not be successful. You get what I mean?
That is true, man.
The percentage of success is always higher on the saving side.
I guess you have to weigh the effort is to amount saved lah.
Yeah lah.
Imagine you do one Shopee review and then take you 50 minutes of your life just to gain back 7 cents rebate. I think maybe not worth it lah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I think now the Lazada got affiliate now. Like if you go and sell something or
Lazada got affiliate.
So if you sign up and then after that you get your friend to buy, I think they give you 5%.
Oh shit!
I think
that's not really affiliate lah. That's more like discount code lah. Affiliate is more like Amazon.
They give you 5% to you.
All the money.
I think
the
so.
earnings are. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay. We don't know for sure, but we will like.
Beitun.
Yeah, we'll search it out lah.
Yeah. But this one podcast ma, beside cut ma.
Yeah lor. Lazada affiliate. You search lah. Lazada got affiliate link. How to become? What's the minimum payout? Minimum is $25 lah. So yeah, it's on Lazada. So like for example, if they give you like 5%, right, and then the 5% is not even 25, then they won't pay you lah.
Okay. So that means correct lah. Yeah. You can check immediately because I saw this Polar watch. Not Polar, is it Polar? Garmin watch. And after that, I saw the link. It was like $799. So 5% should be is above $25. So should be quite a lot lah. But then if everybody's gonna do it, everybody's gonna be affiliate, then it's gonna go back to same thing again.
Actually, won't. You know why? Affiliate is not so easy to game, right? It's because I will only click the affiliate link, right, of a creator that I like and I trust. Yeah. Yeah. And okay.
Or a friend.
Or a friend. What I like about Amazon's affiliate link, right, is that like for example, someone click your for example, right, I was the other time I was promoting. Okay. I was promoting what? How to set up your GoPro for live stream. That was like my first viral YouTube video, 10,000 views. A lot of people during COVID want to know how to set up for live stream, right? And then I put like an Amazon affiliate link for GoPro stand or whatever, right? People click that Amazon will kind of like track their cash. And then they are like, okay, maybe I want to buy this, but forget about it. Then 3 months later, they come back, right, to Amazon and they want to buy it, right? Amazon will recognize that they first know about this product by clicking your link.
Yeah, it's all in the back end. It's all fixed one.
Yeah, but I don't know if Lazada can be like that. You see, because I know a lot of platforms not like that. A lot of platforms is you must key in the promo code. What if I see this creator and I know key in the promo code now, but shit, I don't want to buy. I buy 3 months later.
Because that link is unique to that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But if I 3 months later then I decide to buy, then I just go to like Lazada without clicking the link, then it will not register.
Unless you didn't cut, unless it's still in your cart with that link, that means that link is there. But if you didn't have the product and then you deleted it, and then if you click on a new link to go into and cut that product, right, and cut out, right, then it's not. It is only that link. That link is the only footprint to link you to.
But Amazon is not. Amazon is
remembers,
not. Remembers when you first visit.
Then what if it's 2 links? Like that means if it's, let's say you have a link that with your own unique code, right? To buy, let's say, a turntable. Then after that, my friend, another guy gets my link. He clicks yours and then he clicks mine. Then who gets it?
Yeah, that's why I don't know how they do the tiebreaker. Maybe the first one? I don't know. This one need research lah. But I like the way how they kind of like remember where you first see the product and reward. That's why Amazon affiliate link is so like popular with like overseas creators. I don't really see much Singapore creators using that to monetize. Maybe because Singapore viewership is so much lesser than compared to overseas. But Singapore population only 600 people. USA is like 300 million. Yeah, Singapore only 6 million only. So it's like, As a creator in Singapore, you want to make 1 million views is so damn difficult. Yeah, as compared to like probably like Indonesia or USA or Philippines.
Oh, but is that the only way of gauging success? Like the sheer quantity?
Okay, so like I guess views, subscriber, all these are more like vanity metrics. At the end of the day, it's like how much dollars you earn per month. So you can earn money through YouTube monetization. You can also earn money through brand sponsorship. YouTube monetization is probably like 1,000 views, $3 is very little. But the problem is if you have 1 million views on your video, 1 million views is like what, $3,000 only? Yeah, it's really not enough to feed your team. But because you got 1 million eyeballs, then people can place ads or people can like put product placement and then pay you money. It's like same like Nightclub, the number of eyeballs that matters.
Very interesting. Okay.
So I guess social media really is the new way moving forward. It's like e-commerce . Yeah, who still sell handphone cover on the streets? I mean, got people but it's not really sustainable .
Well, I think the metrics is definitely there's a success in doing all these methods. But another way that just something to share. That time when I was working for a local company, we had promo codes for influencers, and then we had promo codes for mums. Funny thing is, one of the mums who was just she didn't have many followers, like 300. Her promo code was more successful with over 40 sales than influencers with 10,000 people. It happens. It happens. So,
it's possible. Because at the end of the day, it's vanity metrics, right? It's not equivalent to real life.
It doesn't convert to, there's no conversion. Sometimes conversion is very low. So, but you still need a guideline or a yardstick to see who you want to choose first, so it's just, very interesting.
It's difficult from the brand's perspective on who is more reliable. But I think at the end of the day, if you can present your authentic self and grow organically, right? Like you don't use ads to boost the videos, you let it grow organically, you can actually create a better platform. Why I say that, right, is because YouTube has a very, very powerful analytics function where you can literally see after like 4 days, right, you can see the retention graph where people stop watching the video. So you can tell, hey, this part of the video is more interesting, then you can make more this kind of content.
Website also have what did you see how long they stay on your page, where they drop off, then all that.
So if you grow it right via this kind of like strategy, right, rather than just pump money to grow, it is a more cost effective and more real. You can actually realize, you can actually tell that, okay, 1,000 people come to my website because I managed to make the website dope, right? And not because I pay money and spray the ads.
But that's the same thing as SEO and SEM, what?
SEM is what?
Search engine marketing. So basically, it's just the more money you pay, the more people see. But you optimize your website, then it becomes more people who are related and organically like your stuff. Then it's So it's a similar thing, It's like I am a DJ, but then after that, I am like all my ads all go to all the aunties that go NTUC shopping, not DJ. They looking for a different DJ, dishwasher DJ or whatever lah. Then after that, you have the another one which is like I'm a DJ, and then it reaches out to the correct demographic of people because everything is all linked up one.
Yeah. So optimizing is very important. Organic is definitely the way to go lah. But on the surface level, everybody knows that brands just look at numbers. Clubs just look at numbers. So that's why a lot of people just go for the numbers and they don't really care about the substance. But when it eventually comes to the day where the substance matters, right, then they will not be able to perform.
I think that's the thing, The numbers may convert to sale conversion, and that's why people always look at revenue.
Right.
And that vibe, yes, the vibe is there. It's a great vibe. The club or the night spot that is fantastic, but it's not. It doesn't bring in revenue. So then you have a freaking like a failed business model.
Yep.
You're not doing a charity. Everybody's in it to win it, So it's a business. So how do you change something like you got full dance floor, as you said earlier, full dance floor, but then after that nobody buying.
Yep.
Then after that you got a lot of people buying, but there's no dance floor.
Yep.
So how do you find that middle ground? Even as a DJ, the full dance floor, the DJ also you have to understand rotation. You play all the whack all the anthems, everybody dancing, but you can't get them to dance half an hour, 1 hour. Then the bar got nobody drinking. You got to bring the tempo down for people to rest. Let them go and do the rotation, go and buy their drink, then come back in.
Yep.
That's the kind of things that, if you know long enough, you know how to fiddle around or tweak that law.
Yep. Optimizing lah. Yeah, at the end of the day, I guess that brings us back to me time lah, re-evaluating.
Me time, understanding what you're capable of doing. Don't bite off more than you chew. If you are if you're booked for a certain kind of night, make sure that you play whatever the music policy that the booker told you to play. The club is, and then after that, ultimately being a DJ is to have fun. Not many people can have fun while doing work.
Yeah. I think it takes a certain level of skill also.
Yes.
Right. You cannot be like amateur, still trying to figure out.
I still remember my first gig. My first gig at Hideout.
Yeah.
Hideout was this bar, this really cute bar in Boki. I haven't mixed for you. Paise. Yeah. This cute little bar in Boki. That time it was fronted by Frontal Labs. The Frontal Lab boys, Kenneth, Whaley, Ichi, Jason, all of them. And then after that, I was so stressed.
Frontal Labs I heard of.
Yeah, I was damn stressed. Because my first gig on turntables, I think I drank about 4 or 5 double whiskeys before I went on to play.
Whoa.
Yeah, I kalang kabut. But see, that's the thing that I always remember because it's the first time jitters, right?
Yeah, from back then all the way till now, it's really been a long way, man. And what are your future aspirations? Do you intend to become a bigger DJ by producing music or be more successful in your...
I already like 100 over kilo. I don't know how much bigger I can go. I always love DJing. I think for me to be able to play at High House now regularly, I love it. I really embrace every moment I play there. If there's more gigs to play, definitely will. And I don't need to get bigger. I just need to, just enjoy what I'm doing. I hope that the music that I play brings joy to the people that listen. And they appreciate it, the craft or the kind of vibe that I bring in. Happy to play more places, bigger festivals, but I will always have my son as the center. Anything that benefits him, yes. But if it's gonna benefit him and it's gonna, not benefit my health, I'm gonna focus and go back. I go back to ground zero again and then reset and then do. Right. So I always have self-check mechanism.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm happy as long as I can pay my bills, as long as he can have his badminton, his rugby, and his birthday at certain places that he wants, and I'm happy. I don't really need anything else. I like that, that chill, simple life, zen. Yeah.
Many times, people. I remember this story where the rich man was I don't know how the story goes. I think the rich man was laughing at a fisherman or something like that. And then the fisherman is just, hey, I can do whatever I want every day. And then the rich man is like, don't you want to like earn more money so that you can provide for your son, and then your son can grow up healthy, and then eventually you grow old and then you can do whatever you want. Then the fisherman is like, but I'm already doing whatever I want.
Correct. See, the most valued currency right now, people think is money.
Yep.
It's not. It's free time.
Yes.
I think that's something that, what capitalism has, made us try to skew us to think that way.
Yeah.
You don't realize once you get out of bed, you're bombarded by things. Every day, everybody asking you to buy something. Yeah. Ads. You have this, that, then it's always product placement. Yeah. There is no such thing as even if it's about health stuff, right? It's like trying to promote their product. There's nothing else. It's always, then as long as you center yourself, you know what you want in life, and then you just go in that direction, then you don't let all the external noise affect you.
Yeah, I agree. As I grow older, right, as I grow older, I stopped indulging in social media. But my main job, right, I used to be a hardcore DJ, but now I'm more of like a social media content kind of person lah. And as a profession and my full-time thing in social media, I even more don't scroll social media, Yeah. I even more don't scroll social media because of like, in social media, right, everybody is like a master of attention grabbing lah.
And it's very curated, it's very fake.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, how to say, the people that manage to get on your feed are literally the best of the best in their field. You get what I mean? They beat out a million other creators, right, to appear on your feed, That means they are like really good at capturing your attention.
Yeah, right.
And the moment you on your Instagram, you on your TikTok, right, you will just get sucked in, and 2 hours of your life will be, you cannot get it back anymore. So as I get older and I realize that my time on this earth is limited, and then I start to become more conscious of my effort. Not to say that TikTok or Instagram is evil, right? But it is a tool that could be used for good and evil at the same time lah.
Correct.
Yeah, and if you want to be a full-time creator, you want to be a full-time whatever, right? Doing a successful business, you really need to have as much time as possible to create your product or work on your craft lah.
Correct.
You can't afford to have 3 hours gonna sucked away by a social media platform that you can never get back. That's how I view it now lah.
Yeah lor. So as long as you know what you want, you're centered, and you know that other outside external distractions is gonna be playing their usual cards at you, then you know it, then you'll be fine lah.
Correct.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think like I've had this discussion with some friends. A lot of the very successful influencers with a lot of likes, right? That numbers, I don't know whether they're happy or not. They could have like 1 million followers and like 1,000, 10,000 likes, but inside, in front of that, that facade, they're smiling, but inside they're still probably just upset. Because the person that they want validation from is not from the fans or the followers. Could be a family member. Which is why it comes back to the point where a lot of things that's online or on social media is so curated. You don't even know what is real, what is not.
To bring it back to that point, right? I know creators because obviously being resident DJ at Zouk, right? You meet so many of the biggest creators in the world, not even in Singapore. And then you know the behind the scenes of how they shoot this TikTok dance, how they shoot this social media campaign or whatever. They are like filming themselves, right? Oftentimes they are not feeling upset or happy or whatever. They are just here to do their job.
Mechanical lah.
So they are like, okay, I'm here to do my job. Then suddenly when the camera on, hey guys, what's up? You're like super animated, like, you should come to this place, check this place out. And then after the camera off, okay, then you just write a caption, okay, go. That's it. Very like routine. So they probably don't even attach an emotion to this job, this product that they put out into the world. And then for all of us that are watching, like, wow, like so happy,
But some people who are not at that professional level may put that emotion.
Yeah.
Like, okay, one of my favorite actors and directors is Stephen Chow. But
oh
the thing
my
is,
god,
he
Stephen
is
Chow.
fucking legendary, funny as hell.
Yep.
But the thing is, off camera, he is super, super serious. And totally 180 degree from his, his movie
on-camera persona. Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
so that's the
I
thing.
know.
But that's the thing that is bad about social media. It doesn't tell you that what you're seeing may not be real.
Yep.
A lot of people worship it,
Parasocial relationship lor.
Yeah, lor.
Yeah, lor.
Yeah.
So true. Yeah. Maybe any like closing statements that we can or advice that we can give to like our fellow creators or beginner DJs. How to embark on this journey.
Creators, I don't know, like I don't create anything on that. Yeah, but DJs, I think just be true to your sound. Even though, a lot of people may say bad things or good things about it, it's that journey. It's not the destination. Right now, if you think that you're gonna be a badass hip hop DJ and all that, you may never know. Maybe you suddenly might end up becoming the garage drum and bass. It's just be open to all the different experiences. Always, be open to people's comments. But always stay centered, because if you know what you want, just stay true to it.
Yeah.
And also identify who are the people who are going to help build the step up to success. If there are a lot of people who are negative, maybe just review them. Sometimes your friends like to be devil's advocate. Sometimes they could be evil eye. They just want to be a wet blanket and everything, and learn how to discern, and then stay away from those negative energies and then just have fun. Most importantly, being DJs or playing in a club, playing in a bar, I have just as much fun playing in a bar than in a club or even at a friend's party. And having people to reach out to people through music, that is an art form. Is very, very special that DJs have. And I think we need to always keep that magic alive. So whatever you guys are doing, I think just stay true and just go. Yeah.
Very wise words.
Yeah.
Something that I learned for myself as well.
Yeah.
Being a very logical person, really at the end of the day, you still need to look deep into be a little bit introspective. I'm like the most not introspective person on this planet. If you really know me well enough. Dude, Fred, I foresee I'm gonna be hanging out with you a lot, okay? We're gonna start hanging out a lot already. Probably because of where we're gonna be DJing, right? You will slowly know that I am super no emotion. I'm Stephen Chow. I'm super non-introspective. Sometimes, right, you need to talk to my girlfriend in order to talk to me, because I'm like very, very straight, very logical, right? But recently, I also realized you need to be a little bit more in touch with yourself. Then you can kind of realize that, hey, this is actually not for me. Or, hey, actually, this is for me. Then you kind of lead a more quality, more fulfilling life. Yeah. What you say is very true.
Yeah. I think what you're doing definitely, and your self-awareness is already a step up already.
Better than last time. Not perfect. Better than last time.
And then that's already a 50% one already.
Yeah, correct.
And then more you interact. See, the thing is, like, the more you learn, the more you know you don't know.
That's the scary part. That's what I always tell my podcast guests. So now you're like probably podcast like 80 or something. I talk to 80 different people already, or maybe 70 something, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Wow, the more I talk to people, right, then, hey, shit, what's this? Yeah? Hey, what's this? Tell me about this. Wow, then I realized, oh my God, I don't know a lot of things. And then all the things that I used to know, then I just start to question myself. Yeah.
No lah, it's okay. It's the journey.
Yeah, I guess it is actually a good experience.
It's okay to not know
it teaches you how to be more humble. So, which is why I also want to get a little bit into martial arts also. Then you also learn how to be humble. Yeah, discipline and humble. Yeah.
Yeah, listen to your body. Discipline, listen to your body. Don't let the external influences affect you. Yeah, but every day you're just bombarded with a lot of things. Your body, a lot of things. Your mind, a lot of things.
Yeah.
And if you're focusing on your podcast, trying to build it to 1 million followers, 10,000 views, 100,000, 1 million views, you have that end, that destination in sight. But never forget you must embrace and enjoy the journey. If you just, just only driven just for the end goal, right? You totally forget this. It's gonna be very jalad because the biggest learnings is this route.
Yeah, because you experience the journey longer than you enjoy the rewards. What? Yeah. Enjoy the rewards, like, yeah, okay, done.
Yeah.
But the journey is like, oh my god.
Then you retrospect, you think back and say, oh wow, that one damn jalad. Oh yeah, wow, this one very shook. Yeah. So I think that one is the trust the process. A lot of people always say trust the process. Always, embrace the grind. Learn as you go. Your end goal might be here, but actually after you go through the process, your end goal could be something else.
Yeah.
And
I learned to be okay with that. I used to not be okay with, I want my end goal to be like that. I want it to be like that. But later it become like that. Last time I was not okay. But now I learn to be okay.
But how do you deal with that not okayness of that? Like, how do you deal with it? Were you upset? Will you just beat yourself up over it or what?
Because I recently learned that what I set out to do, right? Okay, very good example is hip hop. I've always been a hip hop turntablist. But why did I go to house, right? It's because I eventually realized that the hip hop community was not for me. I prefer the house and EDM community. It is more like myself.
In Singapore, maybe?
Maybe lah, but because I'm living in Singapore most of the time lah. But in worldwide also, hip hop got that beef, got that shooting and all that kind of thing. I'm not really about that life lah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of turntablism. But then the thing is, if you look at the turntablism world, the most successful example is like Qbert,
yeah.
And he's only making 10,000 a show. He's the most successful and I can never be near his level because probably he's like first mover advantage and all that kind of thing, right? Probably not even make anywhere near him. So I could never provide a sustainable living for my family. And I'm not like a white person, I'm like Asian. So would they even respect me?
Also not, he's Asian one.
Yeah, but the way he speak, you get what I mean? He's technically American already,
Yeah, but then the thing is right now you're just pegging success to his $10,000 a show.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna risk it lah. I'm not gonna throw my whole life into turntablism, right? Where 99% of the world don't even understand lah. So for me, it's more about creating something for the masses, something that everybody can enjoy. Because I have reached a level of turntablism, right, where it has become self-indulgent already. Can you even tell the difference between 3 transform scratch versus 2 click flares? It sounds the same. It's 3 sounds. It's still 3 sounds, but most people don't even know that there's a difference, and it starts to become like mental masturbation already. And I pulled myself out of it.
Yeah.
And that is why even though I'm not at my destination, right, I was very frustrated, but I eventually realized that actually it's okay. It's actually a better path for me. And my true love is still turntablism first. I'm not even like a hip hop head per se. Hip hop just happens to gel very well with turntablism, but my true love is really turntablism. But then the thing is I cannot do turntablism full time. It's okay, But eventually, right, when I have enough money, I'm stable already, right, I can put out turntablism video because I truly love it, and I don't need to tie it to a monetary value. I can just do it because I love it. But not at this time, now I'm building my career. Right?
You can, what? Yeah. But why do you want to tie turntablism to hip hop? You can also do turntablism to house and other genres, what?
It is a little bit less creative because of the beat structure. You can do crazier, more technical stuff with hip-hop.
Yeah, but the thing is, why do you want to do crazier if people don't understand the difference between the 2-click flare and, then do it something and then build your own thing.
I mean, in my DJ sets, you can see I'm doing a lot of these kind of things, but it's not really turntablism per se. It's just like a bit of element of turntablism because I am a hip-hop turntablist for 13 years. I can't erase that out of my DNA. It's just not possible. I cannot do 64 bar transition and just down there wait. I can't, I have to do something, as I'm back to back with Daniel Ang, right? As we are doing transition, I'm down there sampling the vocals. Then he's like, hey, what the fuck, this vocal in this song, man?
Yeah, because your hand too free,
yeah, I'm constantly, so I can't take that out, right? But obviously the goal is to do it full on, you want to 100% do it, but there will be a time for it, and I felt like now is not the time, and I'm very happy to just focus on content creation and electronic dance music, which is like a very good alternative lah. As compared to like, I need to go back to do engineering. You get what I mean? So that's
so
like
your
my
engineering background.
thinking. Yeah,
no wonder
correct.
the turntablism and all that, the structure and all that, the kind of thing is very, very interesting.
My DJing is very calculated.
Yeah,
it's very technical.
Yeah, which is also why it results in you, like, if you have a certain end goal, this is what it has to be. It's structured, what?
Yeah.
It's structured.
I tell you already, I'm a very logical person. Yeah, you will get to know me very soon.